Another day, another adventure, and we sail to discover a new destination. And suddenly, Canadian dollars have no value. We need euros on this island because it's French. Saint-Pierre is a quaint fishing island that has a few original residents remaining, but it is mainly a living museum to a past time when French fishermen based themselves here. The wooden structures have been meticulously restored and some dedicated to the fishing past, whilst others showing the religious history in the stunning church and even the school, which is fascinating in itself. The locals have preserved the history of the island beautifully, and it's represented in 3 different museums that you can visit and check things out from days gone by. In fact, these dories, these fishing boats with flat bottoms, were used by the fishermen to capture Atlantic cod. Now, they didn't just catch 1 or 2, they used hand lines and they would keep fishing. There must have been so many cod out there till the whole boat was completely full, literally overflowing, and just enough room for both of them to stand there. They would then row the boat back to shore where the family would be waiting, and they would process the fish and lay them out on the rocks that are all over the island. Now, the purpose of that was for them to dry. The good fish that didn't go off would be sent to Europe. The local stuff would be shared with local islands, local French provinces in and around the outside here. But I tell you what, the island must have stunk. Because around the outside of every house, rock beds were placed so fish could lay there and dry right next to the house. A good way, though, to keep the seagulls away. Exploring the houses allows you to learn even more about the history here. I love a good museum, and they have been able to keep a whole bunch of things from past eras that really just take you back. So having a wander through, seeing the replicas of the ships, the different life-saving rings that have washed up on the shores here over the centuries that the French have been here are quite remarkable, and the fact that they've kept them is even more incredible. But the French history is not the only history. In fact, the French have been here for a few hundred years, but back in 1560, it was the Portuguese that were fishing this area, and I've got no idea why they left, because the Atlantic cod was so abundant that the French made this a permanent colony. It's still part of France today.